Hey, what's going on, guys? We got a 2021 Nissan Kicks here. Problem was the blower motor wasn't working. Checked the blower motor, checked the resistor, checked the climate control module. All that was working fine. Checked the power and ground to the blower motor. We had power, we didn't have ground. Our ground was showing us about 10 volts. So we were getting power on the ground and power on the power. Went in here, started tracing some wires. Right here's the wiring harness behind the radio that goes to the blower motor resistor. That wire right there should be your ground that goes to the blower motor resistor. We did not have a ground. As you see, I pulled it out there. We've got a bad ground somewhere on the vehicle, but if you're working on one of these and you're getting power on your ground side for your blower motor, check your ground at the resistor. Make sure you have a good ground going to your resistor. And in case you do have a bad resistor or a bad blower motor, I'll show you real quick where those things are. A lot of people say you got to pull the whole dash out to get to the resistor, and that is not true. You just got to get behind the gauge cluster and work your fingers a little bit. I'll show you. Alright, so after we've removed the bezel, which all just pops out, you got 3 screws that hold the gauge cluster in. One down here on the bottom, one up here on the top, another one down here on the bottom. Once you pull that out and take a look way back there, you'll see the resistor. Well, if this thing will focus right. It is a pain in the butt to get to. It is not easy, but if you can wiggle your fingers back there, you can get it out and get it replaced. Another thing you can do to give yourself a little more room is take the harness right here. You got a couple connectors that kind of hold it on. You can pop them off and give you some room to wiggle this around so you can get to it easier. But there she is right back there. Next thing, you got your blower motor itself, which is right under here behind the glove box. Of course, you got your 2 wires going to that. Then if you come down here behind the center console, this right here is your climate control box. That's something else you could check if you're having problems that aren't related to what I got going on here.